Hey, bitch. You know I'm not talking. I'm not talking unless you giving me likes, you commenting, and you subscribing. Okay. Well, I want to go ahead and get into a little piece of the episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right. This clip is about Cynthia, Porsha, and Shamia having a talk, okay, with Kelly, while Miss Britt is over there talking to her husband about Angela. Now, I don't know what the hell that went down. We're gonna get into it right here. And did y'all know that they got an after show coming up? It seems like Bravo had been listening to me just a little piece. Because where the hell was they damn after show at? Why they running down to the tube to tell every damn thing? Do it in the after show. Anywho, let us go ahead and get into it.
So what happened when y'all did the peace brunch?
It was horrible.
Drew and Angela walked in. They already team twirl, right? So Britt was already in defense mode, right? Because she's still dealing with things on the blog.
You can see her still being upset about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is nice though.
The rims look good.
So how are you feeling about Angela?
At the peace brunch,
Right.
I was there to speak my piece, and the first thing she said was, I know about insurance. How's that even possible? Like, how do you know what's going on with me? I'm under investigation now.
This woman came from my career. She's calling me a porn star, an escort, and a fraud due to this whole situation at hand with all of these accusations being thrown around. My licenses are being investigated.
Being an
And that's the part that got me when people are trying to allude to this woman's license being suspended a long time ago. How does that necessarily work? And then I just feel like it doesn't matter whether you was an ex star or whatever the case is. Like, girl, can you sell this insurance or can't you? Okay, if you know how to give up that cootie twat, you about know how to sell any damn thing. Hello. So, okay, let's move forward. Let's go ahead and do this. Do they really give you extensive background checks like that? You guys let me know. When it comes down to it, if somebody starts rumors about you, I feel like if it was like SA allegations, that's where I think you'll be under more investigation. But that's just my opinion as a non-insurance agent. Okay. I would think you would be under more scrutiny with the SA. Speaking of SA, girl, did y'all hear that they trying to put SA on Shannon Sharp? Child, things is getting missing. What you done did, Shannon? That's terrible. But anywho, aside from that, yeah, those are my thoughts about the whole insurance thing and the investigation. Do y'all believe she's under investigation? Let me know.
insurance agent, there's a lot of red tape.
There is. And it's the dealings with the general public.
Yeah,
they don't
and-
take very kindly to that
Correct.
type
I
of
go
stuff.
through a background check. Like, they want me to be a squeaky clean representation for an agency, or it's just a person of trust.
When it comes to Angela, she lacks empathy. I thought she was a girl's girl. Now I'm like, I can't trust you, bitch.
What if I bring up all the things I've heard about you in the media? I heard her husband had a baby on her. I'm not over here worrying about what you're doing in your personal life.
Right.
Where did you hear this rumor from?
Well, there has been some whispers that Charles had a baby on her. And for you to have so much to say about what's been going on with me, it seems like you need to be more worried about what's going on with your man. Because these rumors don't just fall out of the sky, sweetie.
Now, I'm with Brie just a little bit on that. Okay, while you on my ass, you need to focus on your own. As a matter of fact, your husband's ass. But aside from that, I feel like Angela was coming toe to toe with you about insurance agent to insurance agent, regardless of what field, right? She was coming to you insurance agent to insurance agent. And see, now you done start up here dug into this lady T, which I don't really mind. Okay, because we all were a bit confused about this whole child and where this baby came from and how they tried to glaze over it, as well as Miss Angela. So yeah, go ahead and get into her for a little bit when it comes to that, but also be ready. Be ready. See, you have a thing in my personal breed. You like to give out energy that you do not want to receive in return. And that is my issue just a bit. So if you're going to be amongst this cast, when it's time for somebody to dig in at Oz, I want you to be able to handle what it is that you give. So should Angela go and dig up anything else on you and your husband, you better be ready, honey. That's all I'm trying to say.
I thought it was a peace gathering.
And so I was ready
Don't
to
be
receive
crying.
Britt peacefully and just hear her out. I thought she would have been more vulnerable.
A little more humble.
I just hope that there's some growth.
Speaking of that, she actually texted me.
Interesting.
And she said,
I feel like we got off on the wrong foot yesterday. Would you be down to meet me for a drink?
Oh, sounds like a date.
Honey, the jury is still out. So we're gonna let her sit right there. We'll see.
Baby. So, does Ralph get the house?
Yes, this is my weekend to leave the house. This whole leaving my house thing, it is not flowing. We actually go to our second court date hearing on Friday. This court date, my attorney and I are trying to convince the judge to keep the case sealed.
Your divorce file is sealed. However, the judge is going to unseal it.
All of that coming out is scary. I just don't want the kids to have to read about all of mommy and daddy's fighting.
Was he jealous? You said he may have been a little jealous of Dennis, or no?
Oh, Lord, Dennis. It's interesting because Dennis had a conversation with Ralph early on. I had a conversation with Porsha, and now both of them seem to have a problem. Did you guys make up yet, you and Drew?
I am moved on in a very mature fashion, very much not old Porsha.
Oh, good. So you guys are good.
I would not say good. You're using like really beautiful adjectives. Some people, you just realize who they are and you don't let them get that close. Clearly, you didn't think that much of the business relationship or the personal, so I'm done with it.
I know Porsha's saying she don't care about Drew, but I would say not only does she actually care, she cares a lot.
I was just finna say she cares too damn much because she ain't got nothing else going on. Cares too damn much because she don't got nothing else going on. And if Porsha is not stunned Drew, stop asking her about that woman. Stop asking her about whether her and Drew is cool. Y'all see Porsha has not made a initiative to try and actually fix whatever relationship with she and Drew. Even when Drew has tried to make the initiative, Porsha hasn't been open to it. So don't ask that lady nothing else about Drew and see what else she's going to bring as far as a storyline to y'all. All right? Because I am over it. She keep talking about she moving on and this, that, and the other. You're not moving on if you're still harboring those old feelings. All right? Unresolved feelings, and you still got an attitude about shit. Like, girl, no. Okay? Full of it. Full of it. Let's move on. You're dragging this, actually.
So I want to have fun. I want to move on.
Yes.
You know, my birthday's coming up.
Yes.
I invited all the girls. You weren't on that call, actually.
What happened?
I was going to do like Cowboy Carter theme, but instead of doing it here, we're going to Nashville. I want us to just feel like bad, beautiful bitches. I'm bringing some other friends, too. Who? My sister,
But can
Lauren.
I say that Bravo has this thing about, I don't know, I guess that's their way of paying homage to Queen Beyonce, baby, because I feel like damn near every season it's something. I know they did it with Married to Medicine, but it was a show right before Married to Medicine where they tapped into the damn cowboy stuff. And then now here we are about to do it on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Child, this ain't them, but somebody's a crazed ass fan of Beyonce. Now, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. But it's like every show though. Not for real though, but every show. Baby, calm down just a little bit.
Mayetta, Chanel, Ami, and Pro V. I just love the freedom and fun of Nashville. We're gonna have a good time and do country things.
Wait, is Drew coming though, since you guys are good now?
No, I didn't invite her. I didn't extend an invite, so no.
I'm gonna do a birthday trip in Nashville.
I'm missing my Chicago partner on this Zoom. Can I have a plus one?
For some reason, Angela, your call is the only one silent.
I can't.
Although
Your
I
call
have
is the
decided to
only
just
one
move
silent.
forward with peace, my birthday trip is for people who I love and want to be around. We have mutual friends, and I'll just be around her when I have to in Atlanta.
Oh, boy.
So, Porsha's birthday trip to Nashville is coming up. And I really would like to just heal this. So, I would like for you to just accept my invitation.
Girl,
Did you
you
just
know
say-
I love you, but
I need you to be there. You just gonna
Listen.
throw me to the wolves? Porsha said, oh, I'm losing the call, but it wasn't a no. Unless you say no, then that means, hell yeah, let's go.
DITCH.
Can I get a maybe?
She's so-
Can I get a I'll think about it? I'll work on Porsha. And if I could be in the same room with Britt, you could be in the same room with Porsha.
with the energy and how it's been, I feel like it would have to come from her. I think I'm a easy person to communicate with.
Drew seems to be a pathological liar. Ooh. And I don't want to be coming around a group with this negative energy about one bitch.
As far as the trip is concerned, I feel like it's going to be a good vibe out there. I'm ready for peace.
If Porsha feels comfortable with me going, I will show up for you, friend.
I'm done with her. Out of sight, out of mind.
She'll be all right.
We'll see. We'll see.
So what happened when y'all did the...
Okay, so it's giving Porsha trying to get Drew off the show. That's just what it's giving to me for a little piece, okay? She would like to probably get her ass off the show at this point. You go against my wishes. I'm the head bitch in charge. I'm going to get you off the show. Unfortunately, you're not necessarily head BIT in charge. Just giving Shamia is right now. But aside from that, Angela, baby, you is messy as hell. And I'm going to say that I'm not even mad at it just a bit. I'm not. Like, we need the little we need the little stir-ups just a bit. But I also appreciate how Drew was handling that in that moment of, well, I don't know. Okay? Because I'm not trying to be any more of an enemy to Porsha than what I already am. Okay? Especially if I genuinely had care for her at once upon a time. So, we'll see how that's going to go. I don't know. Maybe, Miss Ma'am coming on this trip, I don't know. I want to say maybe it would force her and Porsha to have a sit down and actually get in a better place with each other. But, I mean, not necessarily. Okay? Not necessarily. So, I like her. But, yeah, I mean, like, you can't be that damn mad. Like, how you mad at her more than you mad at your own baby daddy? When he the one I feel that's supposed to have more loyalty to you than Drew is. I'm just confused on why you're more upset with Drew than you are with Dennis. But anywho, girl, good luck, I guess. We'll get into the review at a later time. But at this particular time, what I would like for us to do is to get into this after show, just a snippet, right? Because they're supposed to be bringing this after show to us on next Sunday. And I'm here for it, which is also interesting because I believe that's going to be the time, if it hasn't already happened yet, because I haven't seen the full episode just yet, of Miss Phaedra coming right on into the group as Kenya made her grand exit. Phaedra is making her grand entrance, and she's also going to be a part of the after show. Baby, I know Phaedra was running, knees up, super high, trying to get back over there to Real Housewives of Atlanta and away from them damn bitches like them over there on Married to Medicine. Okay, but let's get into this after show just a bit.
Describe your look for today.
It's expensive.
It is expensive.
My
Rich.
Snaky.
It's very, very expensive. We're going to have to call Paris because I don't remember the name of this designer.
I was trying to give like a night out with my girls, kicking it, boom, boom, casual.
Oh, it's boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
I'm a real housewife.
I love that.
So I want to give you all of that. Sexy.
I love us.
So conservative.
Yeah.
Classy. But sexy. Oh, classy. But
Sexy. I love it.
Yeah.
No, this is good.
Thank you. Alaya.
I love that. Tom Ford.
Me and Alaya.
I don't know who I'm wearing, but I love the fact that it has flowers on it because I feel like I am in full bloom.
Ooh.
I love giving everyone their flowers, and I love receiving mine. So I just felt like, I love black.
Okay.
I'm still on my Weight Watchers journey, so I'm feeling good.
You look amazing.
Thank you so much. For me, it's all about personal style. But you guys look amazing.
We're like twinning over here, actually.
We are. I had to redeem myself after the Balmain event, so I figured Balmain, right?
Yeah. What do you mean you had to redeem yourself?
If you don't take it on back with that 99 nose, don't do that.
Okay, Flavor Flav.
A lie. It was a lie.
I didn't get a chance to shop.
Yeah. How could I forget?
We didn't even talk about this, but I'm wearing Balmain as well.
They look amazing.
Because the same thing, wasn't a good experience.
We all spent like over $2,000 at Kelly's Balmain event. Yeah. Kelly was like, well, you didn't buy anything.
No, baby, Britt over here looking at Britt over here looking at Porsha like, Britt said, you spent $2,000, you spent over did you did that? Who, you? I know that's motherfucking right, girl, because you spent that? Because then you say that you couldn't spend that money because you had your attorney stop lying. Somebody, we all spent over $2,000. You don't know what everybody else spent, but I feel like we knew what you spent, which was nothing.
She said, well, I ordered it.
Oh, Lord.
She's on a budget. Yeah, she's going through a divorce.
I spent my...
Thank you, Phaedra. She's on a budget. She's going through a divorce. Same thing. Your ass was over there talking Porsha. Now you sitting over here talking about you spent $2,000. Stop playing. Don't believe you, girl. Y'all need to see how Brie sat up here and leaned into her. You did it.
$2,000 at Kelly's Balmain event. Yeah. Kelly was like, well, you didn't buy anything. She said, well, I ordered it.
Oh, Lord.
She's on a budget. Yeah, she's going through a divorce.
I spent my attorney money that day. I made it clear.
Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Divorce child. I can't be in here spending my attorney money.
Exactly. I can't be in here spending my attorney money.
It was a great cause.
I personally think Kelly has
And this is why I truly believe Porsha ass is lying. Okay, like Kenya called her out the other day. Those are lies. That's lies. She lied. Those are lies. Okay. But it was because Kelly did say that there was more than one person sitting at that table that did not pay, but besides Drew, and she did not want to call that person out. And I feel like she was talking about Porsha as one of those people, and she did not want to call her out. Okay.
Fashion. And I'm not just saying that because even before we were close, for sure you. And the words, I mean, some would say it was me. But, you know, hell, I'll take it. I always feel cute in what I wear.
I think you do really good. And I'm not saying that because you're my friend. I can't think of anybody else. Maybe P did a few cute little pieces. I love some of her looks from her birthday party. I thought that was super cool. I loved all of your looks from your birthday party.
Thank
you know
you.
I'm here for a wardrobe change, so I was like, yes.
All four.
Yes.
The worst.
As you would say, Shamina.
Shamina. You still call this lady Shamina.
Actually, Shamina.
It's like red and red and red and red.
But she's working with all the right stuff.
And I'm just not into the whole gown look. It's like a new era of Housewives.
It is.
And I feel like showing up to the events in prom dresses.
I'm not a safe girl. Like, give me Elvis.
I've been getting dragged about my hair.
Really?
My bobs, the bobs of it all.
Really? Wait, let's not.
There was two situations. There was two bobs. There was the first one, the blonde bob, and I think they compared me to what was the cartoon?
I hated that.
Then that one.
The black bob ain't that
You know,
bad.
I've always been known for really changing it up with the wigs, and sometimes I mostly get it right, but sometimes, you know,
I thought it looked
people
good, but
don't
I
get
guess
it.
you can't take wig advice from me.
You do good wigs. I just can't take glue advice from you. Just keeping them down.
Now my thing is with Cynthia, I question if it's because you're not a main cast member. So maybe you don't feel like you gotta come and, you know, be so ready for the cameras like everybody else because you're a friend of the show. I will say that I think this season has not been that great for Cynthia hair-wise, you know, than what we're used to seeing, but she ain't no main cast member. So maybe that's what it is. But either way, girl, congratulations and good luck. But as I told you guys, all right, there are a few sneak peeks of this after show that's going around. But I'm looking forward to getting into that on next week. All right. So it's supposed to be dropping after the episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta starting next week. Okay. I will say, and y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. You know, it's very unfortunate, as I said before, that Kenya is not a part of this season, but I am afraid that this is going to continue to be probably a good season without her. And if it is continuing to be a good season, good ratings, then I definitely do not see her returning because they're now seeing that they can do it without her. All right. They used her for a little bit, of course, because I think they needed to use her as a familiar face and her situation to get people to buy into the show. And now that they've gotten her off, you know what? Let's bring Phaedra Parks on. And maybe that'll capture more attention as well, being that we've always wanted her to come back to Housewives of Atlanta. Anyway, she was just tied into that contract with Married to Medicine. Child, y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. But that's all that I have for you all at this time. Of course, I'm Jami, that's me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, honey. Bye-bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invade the gym, high elevated, I can face the rim, putting shots